Robert and Sharon, it's so great to be here together this afternoon. You guys are so involved in so many different ministries, and it's really fantastic. I also know that you guys are really involved in supporting this church very generously financially, and that you're committed to growing in the grace of giving. I'm wondering if you could tell me why that is. What are the things that God used in your life to bring you to grow in this area of your discipleship?
During our lifetime, we never truly tithe, but it's been a goal to want to tithe. You know, once you make that commitment, you know, personally, to want to be involved in the church, and when we found ourselves wanting to be involved in church, that also meant giving what we're blessed with.
And when you think about it, all that we have is not ours. It's His. And we found that by giving more, we weren't really looking for anything in return, but we would give more in church on Sunday and then realize, you know, we really could use those funds for other things, but in return, we would get a check in the mail from our insurance company saying we overpaid somewhere. But in the end, we always had exactly what we need. Not all the time of what we want, but we had our need, and that's important. It's better to give than receive, so that's what we do. We give, and we give from our heart.
We know, right, that there's an impact in the lives of other people when we're generous, but actually there's a lot more that happens than we even realize. Actually, that's why you're here this afternoon. Because your generosity has impacted the lives of people. We have some people who have come, and they're going to share their stories of how their lives have been impacted through your generosity and how it has touched their lives. So you just wait right here, all right?
Hi. I'm Rich Henry, and this is my wife, Laura.
It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We just want to thank you for your generosity, and by your generosity, being able to facilitate the program that we're involved with, the ministry, Jobs for Life.
Because of you and because of what you do to support the program, we have an opportunity to love others. In this program with Jobs for Life, in many cases, these students haven't had anybody to really love them on a consistent basis. And when we meet these folks, at the beginning, we're perfect strangers. And by the end of the 8-week class, we don't want it to end. And
it's amazing to watch the transformation of the participants. You know, we see them transform in ways that are really, really amazing. We see them not only gain and keep employment, but most importantly, we see a transformation of the heart.
Hey guys, John Morganski. I'd like to thank you guys for everything you do here at the church. For instance, I came to Dover in 2010 from drug rehab, and I was blessed to be able to go to Serenity Place, which you guys fund and help us guys spiritually too. I continue to come to church here and just to meet the people. I come as I am. I might look a little different, but I'm one of God's children.
Really just thankful for you guys, just letting you know your labor is not in vain. We just thank you for how you've given your time, your talents, and your treasure, and just knowing that you are truly blessing our family, and we thank you so much for it.
Thank you for everyone doing for us to help get a job, and thank you for everything.
Well, my name is Pete McKay. I've been involved with a Navigator ministry over the last 50 years, ministering primarily with young men and women in the military. And one of my assignments was here at Dover Air Force Base for a couple of years. And at that time, I would bring a lot of young men and women out here to Grace to just broaden their understanding of the Christian life and what it means to be a disciple of Christ. So that was a great blessing to me and to these young men and women at Dover Air Force Base. The giving that you guys do goes to serve not only here at Grace, but it serves around the world.
I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. You guys have been my family for the past few years. These past 4 years of my life has probably been the hardest that I've ever had to go through.
I grew up in Guatemala. 2004, I was driving around here, and then I walked into the church, and I think Jeff was here, so I asked him, I'm looking for a church. He says, you found one, it's here. He took me back, he says, wait a second, let's go, follow me. Pastor Jonathan, he saw me, he said, hola, ¿cómo estás? And I was like, and that sealed it for me.
Gracias a Dios, bien. Ha impactado mucho en mi vida, porque traigo también a mis bisnietos, y ellos ya dicen que esta es su iglesia, y ellos piden venir a su iglesia.
She's very happy because she has the opportunity to bring her great-grandkids, and as little as they are, they call this their church.
Well, wasn't that fantastic? That is so great. And you know, really, the stories that you heard are just they're just a few that represent many stories of people whose lives has been changed here. And so, tell me, how did you feel as you heard these stories?
You know, you really don't think about it in that perspective, but it's humbling. It's something that makes it's humbling.
You never think about how many lives are being touched when you're giving.
Whether it be giving financial or of time, and really both. Too many of these stories I remember. It's not one of them that I can honestly say I don't remember, but I remember them well, you know. and it's really humbling.
You know, on behalf of these who've told their stories and the many other stories, people that they represent, I want to say thank you to you and to the many people that you represent who give generously to the work of this church. Thank you so much.